All right, going to do a quick unboxing of what I'm calling the HiTauing Automatic Constant Temperature Intelligent Heater for your freshwater tanks, your saltwater tanks, or your plant aquariums. And this is what the product looks like right here. It's different than any other fish tank heater that I've ever seen because it has a protective sleeve on the outside. So you don't have a chance of actually grabbing what would typically just be a glass tube and potentially getting hurt. If that glass tube breaks, then you can cut yourself. Or if your fish would happen to get up close to that heater, maybe potentially injuring your fish in your aquariums. So I do like this protective sleeve on the outside. It also has a temperature adjustment feature as well as a visual temperature setting, which you see right on this part of the heater itself. And I'm not sure what this is all about, energy gathering. We're going to have to look further into that. But let's get into the box itself. We have the manual right here, which will tell us all about how to use the heater. This is a 100-watt heater, so this should be good for 10 to 20 gallons. So it should be good for that, and that will be good for our tank. All right, let's get past this piece of foam, and there is the heater itself. All right, you can see how big it is in my hand. And this one is very, very nice. It has two suction cups on the back end, and it has the visual temperature setting gauge right there. And we'll plug that in just a second. And we have the power plug right there. And they give you an extra suction cup, because if you know anything, after about 6 months or longer, these suction cups just get hard and they don't work very well after they've been in the tanks for an extended period of time. So happy to see that they give you an extra suction cup. So let's get this in the tank and see what it looks like. All right, you see the heater in the back of our fish tank. Our fish tank has an actual compartment that is behind where the fish are at. So the water heater never comes in contact with the fish, and it sits in the compartment where our pump is at. Now let's take a look at the temperature sensor. All right, here is the temperature gauge, and the top number is the temperature of the water in the tank, and the bottom number is the temperature that you want the water to be in the tank. And that red light at the top indicates that the heater is activated, warming up the water to get up to that bottom number. So 78 is the actual temperature, 82 is our desired temperature, and that's how we are seeing the two temperatures. Once it gets up to 82 degrees, that top number will say 82, and then that light will turn green on the opposite side. Now, to set the temperature, there's a button right over here on the side, and all you have to do is press that button, and you can see it goes back to green, and you can cycle through the temperatures that you want it to be at. And in our case, we want the temperature in our tank to be 82 degrees, so we go back over to 82, and we let go, and within a couple of seconds, it will set itself, and we're back in business. And you can see the temperature is up to 79 now, and the heater is activated. Overall, I do like this HiTauing Automatic Constant Temperature Intelligent Heater for your freshwater, saltwater, or your plant aquarium. The heater itself is very well built. It feels sturdy, and I love this protective casing on the outside of the heater itself. I especially like the very large temperature gauge that shows you the actual water temperature and the temperature that you have the water set at, and if it's activated or at temperature. So get one for yourself. You'll enjoy it too.
Okay, so I did want to leave a product review. I rarely leave product reviews, but so we just had the winter storm here in Texas, right? And the past 3 nights, it was in the mid to low 20s. And I bought the 500-watt heater that I kept here. And that heater kept the water at 75 degrees as I told it to the whole time. It never changed temperature. So it was a good heater to invest in. The turtle's clearly happy. And that's one of those things that, you know, like if you're looking for value, this definitely did its job. It didn't go below maybe 74, but then within a couple of minutes, it went back up to 75. So it was definitely a good heater. Sorry, that was my dog. And I highly recommend it. So if you're looking for a good heater, I'd say you buy the 500 watt if you have an aquarium big enough, and just keep it there, even for the outdoors. This worked for me for the outdoors in 20-degree weather.
So I have a 55-gallon tank for my turtle. I feel like that's important to note to see how much it's heated so far. I put it in last night. I know it needs cleaned out, but he seems to like it. I haven't seen his nails or anything get caught in it because it does have holes in it. It seems pretty safe. I set it to 83. I was playing in the water a second ago, but it's at 82, which is fine. It's only been one day. I put it in last night, and it's 3 o'clock right now, and it hasn't moved. So he seems to like it. It's heated up all of this water. It's 55 gallons, about halfway full. So yeah, we like it. He loves it.
Vines, and the chewed up parts were the site of much precious food. Vine resin was oozing out of the chewed out parts, offering valuable nutrients to various life forms. When mold did
I gotta say, I thought she was just some actress looking for her 15 minutes of fame, but she's pretty sharp, you know? I guess you can't judge a book by